The only fear is fear itself. But I think that's part of it. I mean, I always wanted to, even when I made the choice to sort of take this path, it was because I didn't want to be afraid of it. When I was in college and I wanted to do an unpaid apprenticeship with Robert Moore, but my wife Jackie was pregnant at the time. So telling her that I wanted to take an unpaid summer job and move away from our home in Boise, Idaho was probably the most difficult phase of that whole journey, especially early on, the financial instability, not knowing what, if any, money you were going to bring in that month. It was the first summer I worked with him, and he taught me a lot, and I was also kind of working for him, doing like mowing lawns and all sorts of fun stuff. And then I left the apprenticeship and student taught for half a year. And then I went back and started working for him again. Teaching, I didn't make very much money, but we knew what I was going to get paid. And then going over to full-time art, it was a little touch and go. And still, every month you don't know. It's just like any small business. You're not sure what's going to happen. Teaching art was really useful for a lot of different things. Number one, it helped me get out of my shell a little bit, like having to be up in front of 20 or 30 kids. And my grandma she was an artist, and she always told me to just be creative and be brave and have fun. She was a teacher. She was an art teacher too, so she didn't paint for a living, but getting to see it all over the house and be like, that's really cool. I have engaged in the world quite differently as an artist, because everything that you see, I'm usually trying to analyze it as like, how would I paint that, or what color is that, or what are the values? You're creating an illusion of space and light. You can take stuff away and remove it and add stuff, and you have plenty of time to work on it. So there's some freedom in that, and it does feel like with that texture, at least with my technique, there's a lot of texture to it that kind of creates a sense of relief. It would be frustrating when I first started, the first couple of years, where you'd go to this fun place in your mind where you're just creating and painting and everything is awesome, but then all of a sudden you realize the painting looks terrible, and so you'd get mad. So you'd go back and forth. But now it's easier to be consistent and feel like it's working, and you're just in the groove and you're going for it. There's definitely a different mind space that you go to, and it's really relaxing in a way, and can be fun, especially now. I think there's been some freedom, which is nice. When you are self-employed, you get to visit people, and when you need to, and take certain days off that work for you. But I actually hope to find a really good balance between working hard and striving to grow as an artist, and then also the balance of like being able to know when to take a break or when to slow down, and not always have to feel like because for the last 5-10 years, I feel like it's just the stress of I have to be able to make this work. We got to make more money and try to figure this out, and getting to the point where I want to do it as a career and profession, but I'm also doing it for fun and being able to express myself, and not just like, oh, what's going to sell. Every day you have a chance to impact someone, whether it's with a career or just with some kindness.